And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in Humanity first run. Things are coming along. Right now, tech-wise, we're specifically waiting for Command Center. When Command Center comes online, we're going to be upgrading the Tier 4 operations, or the Tier 2 operation centers to Tier 3. It's going to have them jump from 4 to 10. And I think we're kind of at the point, like we're already at Total War of the Aliens, where really what we just need to do is we need to make more stuff. I think we have the resources at this point to make more stuff, and that our stuff is finally valuable enough that it just doesn't randomly explode when the aliens show up. The aliens up until now have been doing a pretty decent job of just wrecking our stuff. One thing I can do in the short time, which I should do, we're going to care about our stuff. Let's work at Mercury. So our space bases, we've got a bunch of operation centers on. Have I done the same on the ground? We might be able to get a couple more operation centers down there. Oh yes, the ground does have operation centers as well. That's Mercury. And then Earth, what do I have? Of course, Earth is only space. Do I have operation centers? Okay, the shipyard does not. No, that's not the shipyard. Although that would be hard to get. Oh no, I have an operation center, so that's got an operation center. You don't. Do I want to put one there, though? And what would it take? This would be mostly replacing old broadcast outlets and stuff. At some point, we're going to have to redesign Earth. I might wait until we get the mission control changeover, so we've got more ships. Okay, here, for example, I can probably fit a operations module. Minus 100, and then we can power that with a solar farm. That's our shipyard. Oh, and I have the Ramsey station down here is also got an operation. Okay, so I'm also going to go put operations centers out at Mars, which we're not planning on doing. I think we've got what we got under construction. Again, we're going to let time pass. We're going to try to work on some technologies. When we get command center, we're going to have a lot more capacity for command or ops, or not ops, mission control, as we swap operation centers over to command centers and go from 4 to 10. We need to save some open space, because as we do that transition, we're going to drop first in capacity before we gain that capacity. Because we lose the 4 from each one we're upgrading for the duration of the upgrade. We've only got 22 spare capacity there, so we can do basically 5 at a time right now. Of course, the first 5 are going to get done, then we'll be able to do like 8, and then more, and more, and eventually we'll have them, all the ones that we are upgrading done, and we'll start building brand new ones, and hopefully at that point we'll be spooling off into making plenty. And here on Earth, there definitely is space for more mission control, although it's mostly in the African Union. So we're looking probably to expand, partially because as we expand, we're going to be getting rid of... Here's the EU army. I thought I had a bunch of armies in Africa. I do have a bunch of armies in Africa currently fighting some xenoflora. Once we deal with enough xenoflora, we'll be able to build a bit more mission control on Earth, which will free up having our rapid expansion happen in space. The other alternative is to get a bunch of orbital bombardment ships to help clear up the xenoflora. But yeah, let's confirm assignments, let some time pass. We've got a plan. It's just a matter of time for that plan to come about. Push towards Concre. If okay, another one wandering over there, which is annoying. Slowly and steadily, we will deal with all the megafauna.
We've
move around
moved
to
the
deal with that
needle.
one.
Things are cooling off.
We have neutralized their key people. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Yeah, so siege wall grind forward, I think, will be happening soon. At the moment, again, I think we have the ships we need to basically control, or have the potential to
Our
build if
people
we
have
don't have
taken
them built
control.
yet. The Mars, Mercury, Earth orbits pretty easily. This is some refits coming in on the monitors at Earth. In particular, I think that's a range refit coming in, so they're going to have more capacity to fly around Earth orbit. So 3 to 4 is jumping them up to 12 kps. We got 3 more to go after that. And then we'll probably use them to take over much more of Earth. We may also be reaching the point where we care less about the globals at this point. So there's the command center done. Research University is potentially tempting, although we're not necessarily in a great rush to get that done. I think I'm actually in more of a rush to get Space Hospital done. Let's do Space Hospital next. Okay, so that was the command center, so let's go back into our HABs. Going to drop down to Mercury first. And you want to be upgraded. Do I have enough power to power that one? That's the case. No. That'll be more than enough power. Okay. Next one, this one's in orbit. To keep it simple, we'll build a brand new solar panel and upgrade. So that'll be more than enough power, and probably enough that we can upgrade the other solar array or build over the top of it. Back on the ground here. Upgrade you. You're going to need more power. The easiest way to do that is upgrade the existing solar array. There we go. This is space. This is actually the shipyard. The shipyard's powerful enough. I could probably should have just hard built ops here, but we can do the command module as well. Command center as well. Just build a brand new one of those. Of course, that doesn't count against us in the short run. We have enough power, so that's not a problem. Orbital upgrade. Let's build a brand new solar farm to make sure we have enough power. And then we've got the ground one here, so we're going to upgrade you. We already worked out that we have enough power. We upgrade the level 2. There we go. So, if we do any more, we'd be mission control negative. So we're gonna stop building at this point and let these upgrade. These should be upgraded by the 20th of February, at which point we'll have, well, all but one of them will be done by the 20th of February. The new build one won't, the upgrades will. So that'll be providing us with another, well, a total of 50 mission control, so we can basically turn another 50 off for the duration of the upgrade. Make it nice and positive. Okay. Oh, we got another megafauna wandering around. Okay. I'm obviously not chewing them up fast enough with what's going on here in Africa.
I'm here. Removing our enemies.
Ready.
Checking up on XP. So I think it's just him that has an XP purchase to pick up. And it is science on him. And we hit confirm. One more time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Oh, and don't make the bomb in Somalia. We've completed construction of a new layered defense array for Ramsey Station. That doesn't really change anything, so it just is what it is.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Things are stabilizing.
The people will come to our side.
And for the point in
Crackdown
Uganda, not too worried about that because we need to get democracy down or the democracy up and have the African Union to do the merger there. So, still sort of in that slow burn state. Got overthrown again in Benin. At this point, it's probably just going to be easier to rival Benin. Send the troops in. Yeah, it's just going to be easier to rival Benin and send the troops in. It's got no garrison, it just revolts at the drop of a hat.
We've removed some threats.
It's either that or I need to be able to just deploy the African armies, well, and the EU armies and Russian armies to Benin, or the invasion is going to be faster where we're at. Actually, do I care about that? I'm probably at the point where I could just have declare war on Somalia and keep them out. Okay, it's an option.
Reporting in. Targeting the opposition.
Standing by.
Although, again, to do that, I probably want to deal with all the Xenoflora marching around. I think we just hit confirm. Assignments let time pass. Waiting for things to build. The Xenoflora running around is doing damage to our mission control. That's why we didn't want to go right down to our camp. Situation is getting worse before it gets better. There's more monitors launching at Earth. So with that, we can set the last of them to refit. Here we go. So then we've only got the tier 4s. We know the tier 4s, I think, can get everywhere within the inner Earth system.
Lending my expertise.
And then we jump to the tier 1 fusion engines, so we want to make a moon run.
The people will
Although
come
those need to be
our
new build
side.
ships. We're doing that.
Order is returning.
We've moved the needle. He lost their trail.
Failed a crackdown. Interesting. Why was the success chance so low? I know we're better at Purge than we are at Crackdown, so... Like, let's check to make sure the Purge is still semi-reasonable. 44. I guess it must have swung pretty heavily towards them for some reason.
Stop your hypocritical hand-wringing. You think only of the minor threat at the time I quashed it, and not of the insurmountable threat it would have become had I not. Colonel Hans Castillo, during the war crimes trial.
There we go, so that's the network global defense complete. So we completed it, so we get to pick the next one. Pinch, fusion, could go for the Titans. Although with the ship combos we're running right now, the Titans wouldn't actually be that much of an improvement. Inertial Government, I think, is the strongest in the line of fusion drives, but you've got to get pretty close to the end of the line for it to be objectively better than everything else. Yeah, we'll just clear some of the cheaper ones here. Get it moving a bit faster.
Our associates were unable to take control.
Nope, there goes the Purge failing as well. Okay. We're gonna have to build a campaign there, apparently. Or invest influence, one of the two.
Terminating the opposition.
Where to? Targeting their key people.
Ready for orders.
It's easy enough to do public campaigns,
Work
we'll do
in the
that.
public.
And, oh, you actually did die, I wasn't paying enough attention. So deploy those 7 armies to that one next. And then we can burn assignments and let time pass. We're waiting till February for things to build, so...
Lending my expertise.
Science would tell us that we are nothing more than vibrating atoms. Everything in life is vibration, as Einstein put it. I put it to you that he was a duplicitous charlatan. Superior Judith Howe, Eternal Source, introductory video.
Okay, so we finished up electromagnetic propulsion. It was a fairly cheap tech, so it went pretty quickly. So we've got that out of the way. That's added a couple more in here, such as high energy electromagnetics, which would go for down for Helicon Drive, as well as superconducting mass driver. Also required for the fission pulse drives and the heavy fission pulse drives. So these are for the missile tech. So if we want the bigger, more destructive missiles, these are the way we go. Anyway, if we wanted that earlier, this would have been a good way to go. I might still do that just to get it out of the tech tree, because we don't need it, but at the same time, I don't think we really need any of the global techs. We're just slowly researching them, so we can get to the repeatables and potentially the higher tier fusion drives. Airspace Hospital. Okay, so the Earth fleet's fully upgraded. We're literally waiting for mission control, is kind of the realm we're at. Total cost of ships down. Let's do that next. So 50% less mission control. That's not actually as much as that sounds, because we're only using like 100 something on ships right now. So it's only going to be a little over 15.
Public sentiment
that will
is
get
increasing
bigger as we
with
go
us.
on.
Violence is abating.
Because more and more of our mission control is probably going to be coming from ships. UFO crashes the Earth in the African Union. If we detect him, we're going to probably shoot him.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
He picked the wrong neighborhood to land it, let's just say.
We have hurt them very hard.
Okay, crackdown is successful, so the purge will be. Operational intelligence. Gain some ops.
We are in control now.
Back into control there.
I'm here. Surveilling target area.
Standing by.
See if you can track down that alien. And you're more off Arthur mining. Yeah, that's a good one. Waiting for Accelerado for... Accelerado was the... Oh, maybe we did that one as well. Is that... I'm saying did that as well without... Do you have independent tabs? There's independent tabs. Independent tabs probably actually would have been stronger than the independent commands, but we'll put that in after the off-Earth mining.
Lending my expertise.
Setting a watch.
Megafauna does less damage. Urban armoring, yeah, we probably want that. It will help us with actually trying to get Africa's GDP to grow instead of shrink. Gives you the damage from... The warfare is the megafauna, and the climate change is climate change. We actually have been trending up, just not by much. Okay, so they're coming to Ramsey Station. 2.6 hours with 11 ships. The Earth Fleet has 18. It's docked at Miyoko. Let's try to transit for Ramses and try to intercept them. Yeah, we should get there first. Oh, we transit faster, but we're loiter time. I always forget to check the loiter time. And then we win. The space dock was destroyed before we got there. But everything else was pretty much intact. Okay, so we do a rebuild all. And when those guys come back from operation, we'll fly them back to Miyoko. And they'll be quickly repaired and ready for operation again. Okay, we're going to respond to that with the Martian fleet. Not as sure that the Martian fleet's going to succeed here. Oh, especially because they're getting reinforcements. Okay, yeah. Not sure that this is going to be successful. Nope, auto-resolve says I win. I'll accept an auto-resolve there. Okay, that's not nice, because they're targeting a station that we don't have any defenses at. They're going to arrive there in 10 hours, so we're so going to beat them to Ramsey Station.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
So early in the game, we just didn't have the fuel to sort of
Things are
maneuver around
stabilizing.
so easily, so it was very
We're
hard to
winning
defend the
their
train
hearts and
stations.
minds.
That apparently is no longer the case. Okay, I need some more mission control because we're over the mission control cap before we have bad events. Okay, that's a temporary solution. Again, that's basically putting mission control in the danger zone where it's going to get damaged. But short run, that's going to work. Okay, so that's another Megafauna down. Got 2 more to deal, well, 3 more to deal with, and we can start some fights. Go after the damaged one first. It's going to involve running through one of the undamaged ones, but well, less damaged ones. There's our off-Earth mining completed, followed with independent abs. And we're looking August, September for those, so they're not going to be coming anytime soon. Although they will be very useful when they do come. Mining complex. Multiple mining complexes taking us to the mining
It is
complex.
not about who hits hardest. It is about who moves fastest. Though even that will get you killed if you have not planned exactly what to do once you get there. Colonel Hans Castillo.
Okay. Sorry for stopping the quote a little early. Could go for antimatter. I don't think we're going to bother with antimatter this run. I think we're going to be trying to stick with kinetics just to do it a little bit differently from last run. Although I suppose I could go in here for antimatter and antimatter weaponry, do antimatter particle weapon, particle cannon. But I think that's going to basically the same the neutron lance is doing for us. We'll work through the pulsed in case I decide we want to keep doing missiles on something.
We found something.
Polar vortex, do something to mitigate that. So I can just buy more mission control in Africa. Temporary stopgap again. Get our enough mission control. This is why we need to build more mission control in space. Because the only expansion, well, the good expansion opportunities we have for mission control are in vulnerable spots. Environment's going up there. Still waiting for you to go to 50k. Oops. Let's try not to build the bomb in Singapore by accident. And we still definitely want to be building boost pretty hard in Singapore. Because at some point we'll probably want it for space hospitals.
Where to? We'll see what we can find.
Where do you need me?
Who do I think the alien is? 20 defense? That's gonna be my guess. That's the alien.
Surveilling target.
Investigate. There's maybe an argument that at some point we'll be looking out for more space mining orgs, but for the moment I think we're good. Okay, let's confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Surveillance complete.
Found Xenoform 14. What do you know? I figured out the right one. It looks like Xenoform 19 is gonna have or 14 is gonna have a very bad day soon.
Things are cooling off.
We've moved the needle.
Freedom Fighters, we're gonna want that at some point for disassembling China and Co. Well, and or the alienation. The alienation gets out of control. Kyiv region no longer considered hostile and the Eurasian Union control. Okay. We probably still have more in Eurasian Union. Yeah, more hostile claims. That was a start, not a completion. Almaty, Donetsk. Yeah, so Rostov and Don. So we've done Kiev, or no, that's Kharkiv. There's Kiev. So I still think we have the 3 in there that are hostile claims. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more to go. So that's 1,250 combined government unity. We're not rapidly investing in unity either, so it's going to be well.
Recon complete.
Oh, I didn't notice we destroyed that army. Go to the next one. We got the one over there, and once we got those, so once we got that one and that one destroyed, we'll see what the state of affairs is. If none of the rest of them have wandered into our territory, we'll probably think about declaring war on Somalia at that point. To add Somalia in. If else, Benin, although Benin probably has some allies now. Yeah, we'd have to, although, no, Israel has the bomb. Israel has a bomb. Israel has a bomb, yeah, so as long as our allies with Israel, we need to not invade them, but Benin's so unstable, we're either they're going to revolt, or we're going to pop in like 2 seconds. Declare that they're neutral with their allies.
At your service. They won't see me coming.
At your service. I'll keep them safe.
You know, we're waiting for the 20th of February. That's not far out. But that's kind of what we're waiting for here. Why am I investing so much in economy? Do I need to invest that much in economy? Yeah, it looks like the GDP is not trending positive at the moment. Although that's partially because the economy is so big that it is hard to keep up with climate change. Fair enough. Economy is so big it's hard to keep up with climate change. Program assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Defending the VIP.
Defended our VIP. And we got an 80% chance to kill him.
We have
The
got
surveillance
some intel
successful,
on
which
our
it was.
target.
That'll probably have gone up to 90%. Ramsey's got its dock back. Be a little bit longer until the battle station comes online.
Target eliminated.
Scratch the newly arrived alien.
Order is returning.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Oh, resistance controls you. Wait. Oh, I have a Russian army selected. That's why it's not letting me do the order. Given the fact I have Russian armies, well, actually, they make up most of the expeditionary force here is in Russian. We're going to think about the invasion of Somalia instead. Somaliland. Well, Somalia, not to confuse with Somaliland, which is the breakaway. People targeting my mission control and such. Okay. This is why I need to get more in space, so we're less vulnerable to having mission control and Earth screwed with. Cops and robbers. You tell them they have to put up with it, put someone behind bars, or have them work together because we have great investigation. Sure. They're coming for Foxtrot 441. That either means Foxtrot 441 is about to have a bad day, or we're about to have a very easy kill. I'm not sure which. We engage, we auto-resolve, and yeah, apparently the missiles are doing a good job. Oh, I had the admin node in Ramsey Station provides one mission control. I'm wondering why my mission control is not
Your
one-to-one with
orders?
consumption.
We're taking power.
Standing by for orders. Going after their people.
What's the op?
And then I want you to set national policy in the African Union so we can start the war.
On my way to the capital.
Also, investigator science. Pick up investigate. It's not this cycle, but next those space ops are going to come online. And then I'm going to get another batch going, and another batch going, and another batch going.
Lending my expertise.
Thompson Robbers, Buddy Movie 1. See what they can dig up on their own, in which case they get 60 XP, move on to the next one, or it removes it, and they'll get a bit grumpy. Rest a few favors, make them more likely to succeed. In the government, the underworld, or deploy our help, in which case, because we haven't investigated, it just succeeds. We'll just succeed. We got another fleet come to low Mars. Oh, one of the mission control, one of the op centers already done. One of the upgrades is already done. Oh, because the nanofactory makes it faster. The new build was faster than the upgrade because we had a nanofactory complex at the location. That's what's going on. Okay, so we've got 10 new mission control. Okay, get to upgrading in space. So, you upgrade and a solar farm to make sure it's all sufficiently. Actually, arguably that's just sufficiently powered as is. Yeah, I'm still going to shove a solar farm in because we might want to upgrade the solar array and not bring everything offline while we're doing it later. And then we just pick another, and we do the same thing. Here we go. And then the 20th of February, we get
Mission in progress.
more done, which allows us to do more upgrades. And then when we get everything upgraded, we have to think about whether or not we want new habs or more construction
Things
or
are
ships.
cooling off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. Target lost.
Well, the purge failed. Although the crackdown still got 72% chance. Parasite resistance complete. We're gonna reduce the, well, increase the amount of effect we're having against the Xenoflora. I think next. I don't know if you can drop back out of Total War using Strategic Deception. I'm not sure that's the case. But yeah, let's take Xenoflora into Florence.
Mission complete.
Declare war on... No. Oh, that's the reason I thought we were rivals with you. We are. War requirements for us to declare on them. Wait, that's the Gulf Union. That was the African Union. That's the Gulf Union. Okay. Why is the African Union not your rival? We'd lose some cohesion. That's fine. We're authoritarian enough, basically just no one cares. Okay. Oh, I should get rid of that one. Okay. Tell you where we go next. It's not going to take us long to occupy Somalia. We're going to the EU.
The opposition remains in power.
Oh, failed to purge. Shame. There's our 5 op centers. So now we got 50 more capacity. Let's get to work on making use of that capacity upgrade. Clicking the wrong thing. That's not the way I think it does. Okay, so that's all the Mercury stuff under construction. Next would be Earth. Although I think in practice... Well, actually, no, we could do the upgrade there, right? That's an option. Okay. So you've got a operations center under construction. We might want to take the time to upgrade that, but obviously not an option. I'm not sure if we'll have the power here if I'm running solar. Although I could run fusion. We'd have the power if we ran fusion. Let's run fusion then. We'll run with fusion power plant and a command center. You're building your existing one. You don't have one at all. Not gonna. Oh no, you. Oh, that's an Ilium. Yeah, you don't have one at all. You don't have one at all. You don't have one at all. This is some of the older stuff, so it's probably make a new station rather than I'm try to rearrange it to make it fit. Same there. Okay, there's an argument to forget the power, so I'd have to replace something somewhere to make it work. Okay. Let's not bother. And yeah, that leaves me with 24 mission control. Which is about 6 mission control worth, oh well, 6 ring spaces worth of mission control. I suppose we could just grab 6 more at Mercury. 1. And then obviously this is going to be solar farm, command center, battle station, agriculture complex. What else do I want on there? I think that's like the main triplet there. Yeah, I think that's the main triplet. And then we fill out the empty void with a bunch of quarters. Maya Station Ring 2. There we go. Manage. Oh, I could have set it from that view. It would have been fine. Okay. Too late. We're in here. View. My station ring 2. Y. And again, this is going to provide us with a lot of mission control, and means we can go a bit ham after this is all built. Building ships. kind of the plan. There we go. So we're 373 out of 373. We are building HAB modules that provide a net gain of 164 mission control when all are complete. That's a few fleets. That's all I got to say about that. That's a few fleets. We'll probably end up getting a new Earth fleet and new Martian fleet, so that we're not reliant in both locations on just having missiles. And then with the rest of it, we'll be building more places to build more mission control to keep the circle of devastation going around and around and around.
Reporting in.
Honestly, one way to get back in there, and I think this is the way
Standing
we'll
by
just
for
go.
orders.
We know this place is just incredibly unstable.
We will bring it down.
Standing by for
Because
orders.
that's how we keep getting kicked out.
Ready to go.
So we're just gonna
It's time to bring it
natural
all
revolution
down.
it. Waiting for the occupation to finish here. We're a quarter of the way done.
Lending my expertise.
New layer defensive array for Ramsey Station. Okay, there it's able to defend itself a little bit more now. Cops and robbers, buddy movie chew. Conduct an elaborate plot. Get an opening and assassinate the target from afar. 63% chance we succeed. And they get happier and XP. Or the alternative, they fail and they get less happy. Lead a full-scale assault to take down the target personally. We pay ops, but a much higher chance of success. If we were a faction with the Ferrocite Mastery, we could deploy our secret weapon. Not us. Simply bombard the site smithereens from orbit. Sadly, our fleet is currently in medium orbit, not low, so we're not allowed to do that. Although, orbital bombardment is maybe not the solution we want to go to. We're going to lead a full-scale assault, because we have the ops, and we want them to succeed. They do succeed. Extra 20 XP to both of them. Took the area over. I wonder if did that give us a hostile claim? It did give us a hostile claim. Fair enough.
The uprising is underway.
Death to tyrants.
Things are stabilizing.
Death to tyrants. The people will come to our side.
So if it doesn't uncool down from the last revolution, it should revolution now. I mean, because we put a bunch of that raise and rest in there, there's just a possibility it'll flip to us. Jeddah is now a core economic region? Okay. That'll help with economic priority growth in Gulf Union. We have some damage mission control somewhere. Missing a couple in the EU, so we'll build it in the EU. confirm assignments. Oh, I need to have assignments to confirm them, yes. And yeah, we revolted our way into the power there. And like everything on welfare. The region isn't very stable, but the thing that was important to do was to clear the allies list. Because then I can send one of these guys, doesn't really matter which, set national policy in the African
Heading
Union.
to the capital.
And then when we have the time, we just roll independent.
Your orders? Applying pressure on their people.
Acknowledged.
And you actually get double... Well, you now have enough that you can pick up 2 skill points, so we can pick up double science. And then you have enough to pick up 2. We'll pick up double command on you. Double check to make sure you can go to 25. You can. There you go. You want more investigate, so you're a little... Or more espionage, you're a little more hidden. There we go, that's the loop. Actually, before we confirm assignments, it's time to put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, the run will continue. This is going to be a longer stream. Well, not than last time, because it's going to still be the same length as last time. This is the last stream of this series before I go away to help with someone moving. So we're going to record another 6 parts of today, so I can get ahead, so there isn't any interruptions while I'm away doing that trip. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another 6 parts recorded as of you hearing this, because we're going to record another 6 parts tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're going to take a short break here. We will be back because we'll be recording another 6 parts tonight. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.